hi, hello, I'm Queenofvikings, and today I'm going to be doing a Q&A on me! With Vanjie, because I didn't want to move her, so she shall just be here. This is why I am a little off center today, so that's okay. A month ago, I asked y'all to ask some questions that you had about me. I did one about a year ago, but that's older now, so we're gonna do round two, so I might accidentally re-answer some questions, but let's do it. What was my first tattoo? This one. I was 17 and I got it because I got good grades. And that was the only year I got good grades. I was not a good student by any means. What is my favorite restaurant for a date night? Jukebox Burgers. There's one in Laval and it's really, really good. What is your most top favorite vacation spot to go to with the girls or with your friends and family? Those are very different questions, even though it's one question, because I would go to different places with my family than with the girls. Favorite place with the girls has to have been the cruise. That was super fun. With my family, so far we've done Disney, and Disney's pretty great. Where do you want to travel to next? I would love to travel to Sweden. I would like to go back to the motherland because I went to the motherland of Scotland because I'm Celtic, Gaelic, and Scandinavian. Those are my big three that make up most of me. I'm under like 10% Canadian. I'm a newbie here. I would like to go there. If Pokemon were real, who would your companion be? Distracted because she was really cute. Who would my companion be? Sylveon? Is that the pink Eevee? The pink Eevee. No, Sylveon's the white one. I only know her as Sakura, but that's the wrong one because that's the pink Eevee. Okay, not Sylveon. No, she's too pretty. Fucking that one. What's this one called? It just says it's Eevee. Hold on, what are you? Espeon! There we go. Espeon. I would have Espeon. What's your favorite food? Parentheses, appropriate, I know your thoughts. You know I would have said my husband's schlong. Okay, my favorite food, as of right now, is apples and peanut butter. That's like my go-to snack, and I'm really excited that I like that, because then I'm having kind of like an apple a day, which is great. Favorite thing to do on a free day? Doesn't exist. I don't have those. I guess I just watched movies. That's kind of it. Why can't I rewatch your Twitch streams on Twitch? You go live at midnight for me. So fun fact, I have a VOD channel now. The link is here. No, I'm just kidding. It's over here. It's right. Look right there. Isn't that nice? Wow. The link will probably be in the description below. But I have a VOD channel now, so if you miss my streams, I have hair in my eye. If you missed my streams, you can go to the VOD channel and you'll be able to see it there. I know it's different, not me being live, but you can't miss them. They're gonna be there. Woo! What was the first horrible incident with a ghost you had? Probably when I used a spirit board, which I had used before. I was trying to talk to a guide who I'd spoken to previously, and I vetted them as I always did, had questions ready. They were answering the questions a little weirdly, and I thought it was a bit sus. So I asked them, hey, are you this god? And they went, nope. Great. And I asked, are you gonna hurt me? Said, yep. Could not confuse it for any other thing than yes. So I dropped the pendulum I was using, and then it took a couple days for me to get out, and that's how I learned about sound cleansing, and that sometimes it can be better than smoke, depending on the entity. Do you like gamer subs? I like gamer subs. Do you know what I like even more? Snakes. 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 And I love the snake waifu cup that just came out or is coming out that you should definitely go buy. And I also know that they restocked AFK samples! And if you use my code, look at this. Look how pretty that is. Ooh, does it not tempt you? Look at all the shapes and colors. I like to have never seen. Goodbye. What do you actually do? Are you a full-time content creator? Are you just a full-time content creator? What do you actually do? Are you just a full-time content creator? Yes, I am a full-time content creator. I was a zookeeper for about 5 or 6 years, and you can see right here me reacting to my old zookeeping videos. So you can see some of the animals that I worked with. I am a full-time content creator. This has been my official job since, I want to say 2023. So we're going on the 3rd year of this being my full-time job, which is a wild statement for me to say. What is your main magical focus areas? So I technically categorize as a death witch since I work with the dead, necromancy, whatever you want to call it. I work with dead people, magically, spiritually. I make sure they're okay. I'm like a ghost therapist. What's my favorite video game? Bramble the Mountain King. This is the art for it. It is beautiful. I will die on the goddamn hill that Bramble the Mountain King is one of my all-time favorite games. I will replay it multiple times a year. I haven't played it yet this year, but I will replay it multiple times a year because of how much I fucking love the game. It is beautiful. It is about Nordic folklore, and it's really fucking cool and pretty, and it's an adventure game, and you better fucking play it. As you can tell, I'm very passionate about this. On Twitch, is it true that Tash is your favorite? JK. Hi, Tash. Do you believe places of great suffering like battlefields or hospitals are likely to be haunted? Absolutely! Absolutely! Especially if there was great suffering. A lot of times they didn't get even, not necessarily the vengeance, because not every spirit is vengeful, but they didn't get the appreciation or the listening ability. Nobody listened to them, so it's important that they share their story. How long have you been able to detect if something is haunted or not? Saw the vid, it was cool. Thank you. Honestly, I feel like I've probably been able to do it a lot longer than I've realized, but I would say within the last 5 or 6 years was definitely something that I started picking up on, where I would touch something and be able to kind of get these images and flashes. I just kind of been leaning into it a lot more and trusting my gut, and that's how the series Haunted or Not Haunted began. It's kind of like I'm testing myself. Do you have a favorite smell? King. Do you enjoy taking bubble baths? I do. I do like a good bubble bath. Have you ever gotten a pie in the face? Yes. Stop. Ow! I was gonna say I've been cream pied in the face, but that's not okay to say on YouTube. So, yes, there's actually a video of that, of me getting a pie in the face. I think it was shaving cream that we put on my face. Would you ever want to be a dommy mommy? You honestly have that kind of vibe of Neil before you. Well, thank you, darling. I kind of am to some people on passes. They just DM me and ask me to, you know, do a video of me calling them bad or something and being dommy, and I do it. You just gotta DM me on passes for it, because I don't do that for free. In this economy, free? Nah. You know what is free, though? Subscribing to my YouTube. Oh, that was such a good thing! You should subscribe to my YouTube because it's free. How many tattoos? I think when I did my tattoo tour, which you can watch that video here, I was at 36? Or 37, because I don't think I had this whenever I did it. What made me join Passes? Also, I love watching all of you guys on YouTube. Well, thank you. What made me join Passes is that it's a non-nude site. It doesn't have any sort of nude connotations, like, for example, OF. And it's just a place where I can put extra content. I really like that they had the merch, which also I launched merch on there. You should go check it out. And the community felt better than some other places. Plus, you guys are not able to send me pictures, which makes me feel safe and happy. My favorite music genre. I know it doesn't really look like it, but I identify as y'all-alternative. I love some alternative music, but I do fucks with country really, really hard. You should put a cowboy hat over me and like a little piece of straw. So I'm like, nah. How did I know King was the one? I don't know. I don't know if there was like a moment or anything with him. It was time slowed, which sounds weird. When I look back on like how him and I met, which I've talked about that story a plethora of times, and I probably will in our relationship Q&A video as well. When I look back on it now, like the moment we locked eyes, it feels like time slowed down. In the moment it didn't. In the moment I was just looking at a really hot guy walking by, but that really hot man is now causing a havoc in my kitchen, which is fine, and I love him for it. I think it was just how he treated me. Like, for example, I'm recording a video and he's making me dumplings because I forgot to eat. Oopsie daisy. If you could teleport, what site would you want to see first? E.g., the Great Wall of China is one of mine. If we're talking teleportation, bring me to New Zealand. I do not want to take a 36-hour plane ride. Whew. If we're talking about teleporting in time, I would like to go back to Sweden and Scotland and watch how my ancestors lived. I would like to see them. What turned you on to the alt lifestyle? May I present Exhibit A, Shigo? Exhibit B, the Hex Girls. Exhibit C, so many other goth beautiful women who were animated. Them. I just thought they were so cool. What made me start posting content for others? So I made an account to actually support my sister-in-law who was posting videos at the time, and I was gonna like and comment on all her videos to boost her. And then I started to post on my own because it was fun and I saw some cool trends. My first ever video was the boy challenge. I don't know if I want to expose myself. I'll put it. This is the video. Oh god, that means I gotta go find it. Here's my first video ever. And it just kept going. It became a creative outlet. Whenever I had an idea for a video, I could just put it on TikTok, and one thing led to another, and now it's my job. Could you tell us more about my wings? Sure. So if you're not familiar with what they're saying, my wings are the wings on my back. I think I have a better viewing of it on my Instagram. Here's a picture. Boop. My wings. So I am of the belief that everybody has wings, and some people can see them and some people can't. And when I imagine my own wings, that these is exactly what I picture. And so I brought that up to the tattoo artist. We went over a bunch of different versions of wings and what they could look like, how I wanted the feathers to look exactly to a T, designed everything with them, and then got them on my back, and that just kind of connects me to my spiritual side a little more. What would you do for... I don't know if that's 50 million or 50 billion. For 50 billion, I'd pop a titty. Absolutely. That's the only amount that would make that happen. Just legitimately curious, has a spirit ever ruined any special time between you and your husband? No, I'm a little too busy getting to notice that there's a spirit in the room. So no, I can say with confidence that has not happened. What is the most asked question you get from doing these? If I'm gonna do an OF. Most of the time, it's will I do an OF? And the answer is no. No, thank you. Support people that do it. Congratulations for y'all, but not for me. When are you going to be on Haley and Kendra's podcast? Well, surprise, I already was. Here's the video. What was my dream as a kid? What did I want to be, and did I achieve it? When I was a kid, I wanted to be a veterinarian. That was a little bit too much schooling for me. I was also told that I was too stupid to do it. We love the education system. Ended up being a zookeeper anyway, so... And then I did achieve it, and I'm a content creator. I do miss being a zookeeper, though. I miss being able to work with my animals and going in every day, and yes, it was hard, and it did not pay a lot at all. I definitely would not have been able to survive on today's economy as a zookeeper, but it was always worth it when I could make the animals feel better. Do you speak Spanish fluently? I saw a YouTube short in which you spoke Spanish, and I was curious. I used to. I was fluent. I was trilingual fully. I technically still am because I can understand it, but I lost it because I have not been able to speak with anybody, and I lost the ability. So I wouldn't consider myself fluent, but I'm good enough that I consider myself trilingual. How often do you get mean/inappropriate comments versus nice ones? Honestly, not that much. In comparison to a lot of other people, not that much. Most of the time, it's either religious people or it is minors. And you can always tell when it's a minor because just how they type or the GIF that they use. They always use like the same like 4 GIFs. It's ridiculous. It's just that. It's mostly someone like they see a video of me and I'm super happy and smiling and they're like, yeah, well, cringe. It's like, okay, one day you'll feel joy. I'm sure. It's okay. Ooh, tips if you want to start witchcraft and explore psychic abilities. Research. Not witch talk. I mean research. I mean actual research. I mean books. All the books. I'm actually working on Amazon storefront where I'm gonna put a bunch of books that I have used in my past. Witch talk can be great. A lot of people are also very misinformed. We have to remember that these are from the words of human beings, and I myself, I can also be misinformed on occasion, but I try my best to stay informed. But research. That's just the biggest thing I can tell you. Because I know with witch talk, there's, oh, well, are you a kitchen witch? Are you a death witch like myself? Are you a crystal witch? Like, they always try to, label something. You don't always need a label. You can just exist without having something attached to you. And in terms of exploring psychic abilities, again, research on what the cleric gifts are. There's a chance you've already have some, and you just didn't know that was a thing. There are, if I'm not mistaken, 6, and most people just focus on the 2, which is seeing and hearing, but there's so much more. So maybe you've had it the whole time and you don't know. How do you always have a childish mindset? I'm going to presume that this more means, oh, you're so cute. That this more means, how do I keep my whimsy? And it's quite frankly, I don't care about the opinions of others. Really don't. I think it's very silly to live your life by opinions of strangers, even people that you know. Why am I going to live by your opinion? That's silly. No, I'm going to do what makes me happy as long as it's not hurting somebody. I don't really see a point in not being whimsical or joyous because it makes me happy. Hi Queen, when will you be making more paranormal videos with the girls or yourself? They're coming, I promise. I just for right now can't do more than once a month for paranormal investigations. The goal is eventually twice, which still doesn't sound like a lot, but considering I post 6 to sometimes 8 videos and 2 of those would be paranormal investigations, I feel like we're doing good. I don't want to overload my brain too much by posting them too insanely. If I didn't have gifts, they'd probably be a lot more frequent, but because I have the gifts, it's very draining when I go to these places, so I need time to recover before going to the next one. How do you feel about ASMR? Do you watch any at all? I do. I don't mind it. I just don't like when I can Gesundheit. I just don't like when I can hear their spit. Like if they're talking to me and they're saying, okay, and now we're going to go, like, I'm like, and no, I can't do it. No. As someone fascinated by spirits, are your abilities innate or was it something learned? A bit of both. I had them from when I was younger, developed a few differently, and as I got older, I guess it's not necessarily a learning them, but I practiced them. It's kind of like a muscle. You just got to keep practicing. I always want more Frank content. It's King's name. Tell us one thing about Frank that makes me feel tingly. His eyes. He's very expressive with his eyes. And I also have a bit of a mask kink. I don't know if you guys could tell with, my thirst comps. Right there. But, like, whenever it was COVID and he had to wear the mask, he was so expressive with his eyes. And he's, like, whenever he'll, like, look... Like, whenever he'll look at me, and I just melt into, like, a little ball of butter. Yeah, I don't know. I like his eyes. Opinion on FF. Would you start a foot page? I kind of already do some of that on passes. You just need to DM me and ask. I'm not judgmental. I won't judge you if you want some of the pictures of the dogs. Is it hard to keep a straight face around Nora when she does her face while filming a skit? No. As long as I know what's gonna happen, it's fine. When I don't know what's gonna happen, I lose my shit. What made me get into Viking stuff or North mythology? Sorry, I don't know if I spelled it right. That's fine. My heritage. I started learning more about it and I really wanted to get into it again, Gaelic, Celtic, and Scandinavian. So when I started diving more into it, of course, I started diving into what the culture was like and what the mythology is like. And then Loki showed up in my life and smacked me across the face with love. And then he, passed me off to his daughter. And now I, work with her. And that definitely helped. But learning about my family history is definitely what got me into learning about the mythologies, because there's that extra added connection of that's where I'm from. You find yourself in a horror movie. How do you fare? I fuck the killer and I fix him, and then we get married in a house and we have babies. My favorite dinosaur, Ankylosaurus. I like Ankylosaurus. I like them a lot. How do you stay calm when you talk to spirits? I have a hard time not being scared. I'm still scared. Sometimes they like jump scare me and I'm like, ugh. Or it's an energy I've never felt before and I'm like, oh, this is new. It really boils down to just pushing it down. I'll be talking to a spirit if they scare me. I acknowledge the fear is there and then I suppress it because there are more pressing matters at hand, usually. What is your process for coming up with Ren Fair outfits and such? I'm horrible at them. I ask the workers to make me an outfit. I say my color scheme and I say go, and they get super excited they get to make an outfit, and then I buy it. When are you coming to Sweden? Soon, I swear. I don't know when. My Nana passed away 5 years ago. Her name is Barbara. Could you say hi for me? My name is Jordan. So the reason I'm bringing this specific comment up is this is a bit of like paranormal Q&A mixed with me, but even though you guys may not be able to see and hear your loved ones or anybody who has passed on, I can tell you that they are still listening. So you don't need me to talk to them. You can talk to them. You would just need me so like you can talk back, but you can talk to them. They're there. They're listening attentively most of the time. You can even just light a little candle and just start talking, blabbing, have a picture of them out, babble away. They're there. They're listening. They'll send you signs. Promise. What is your favorite snack for a movie night? Oh, peach fuzzies. No, that's not what they're called. Fuzzy peach. I know that's a candy, but that's not what I'm talking about. They're circles, but they're fuzzy peach circles with a whole donut peach. Donut hole. That's also a thing, but that's not what I'm talking about. Fuzzy holes. No, that's something else entirely. Fuzzy rings? Peach rings. Peach rings. That was a fucking time to get there. But peach rings. I really like peach rings or Sour Patch Kids. Anything sour. I like. Oh, hello. Yes, I understand. Favorite GDM car of all time? I mean, I gotta go with hubby's car, which is a Nissan 350Z. Have to. If not, it would probably be S2000. Suki's car from Fast and Furious. What is one tattoo that you would love to expand and build on? This is, the wording of this is a little odd because of my answer, but it would be, I was gonna say my pet cemetery leg, because I would love to immortalize the pets that I've owned in my life, so I'm anticipating having quite a many paw prints on my leg. Oh, I need to redo that. But I guess it'd just be my sleeve, my body in general. Because I want to be covered from like neck down of tattoos. Neck down, none here, and then everywhere else. Did you ever think you'd get this far with social media? Was this a plan to get popular? No, it wasn't in my plans. Did I ever think I would get this far? Yeah, there was a part of me that, you know, started posting online and said maybe one day this could be a thing, but for now I'm just gonna have fun posting. And then it became a thing, but this was not a plan. It became a plan probably when I started streaming on Twitch, which I only did because a couple of friends convinced me and the community was asking for it, so I was like, sure. I'll maybe make a couple extra $100 a month. That'll help with rent. Woohoo! And then within like a year, I became partner. So I was really shocked that that went so well, and I was able to quit my job because of that, and you know, became this. So there was always a part of me that was a little hopeful, but it was never planned. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will definitely have to do a secondary one of this because I did not realize how many questions I had. This was a lot. We've already been filming for 30 minutes. Let me know if you have any more questions. I'll try to answer them in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget I have a gaming channel and I have the VOD channel, which we talked about. If you missed my Twitch streams, they're all gonna go there. And we have months and months of backlog, so don't worry. Their content will be there. Thank you guys for watching. Bye! Okay. It says stop. We gotta go.
Oh, what? Please, I can have some more.
Oi, bruv.
Come here often, sweet cheeks? Smash.
Wow.
I really have to pee.
Here. Okay. Yeah.